intense week, to say the least. Miesha, what's going on?
Hey, guys. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm just dandy. Happier than a clam at high tide.
The last time you and I ran into each other was a couple of weeks ago, I think, when Johnny Bones Jones competed, and you were still there. Brian, your boyfriend, Caraway, actually went back to the hotel, but you stayed at the post-fight press conference, and it was all over. I get a tap on my shoulder. Lo and behold, who's saying hi to Showdown Joe? It's Miesha Tate.
Right. Of course.
Now, did you get back safely? I'm assuming you did?
Yeah.
Now, it's been a crazy week for you. Let's be honest for a second. Where were you when you first got the information that you needed to fly to Vegas to speak with Dana White?
I was running meaningless errands. I was driving around in my car, and Dana White pops up on my phone, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I always get a little bit nervous when Dana calls me, because I figure it's going to be something worth him calling me over. So, I answered the phone, and I was like, what? Hello, Dana? What's up? And he's like, hey, I need to talk to you. Where are you at? And I was like, I'm in Washington. What's up? And he's like, I need to talk to you in person. So I'm going to have you fly out here to Vegas. I need to talk to you, in a couple hours. I need you down here right away. Can you do that? And I'm like, yeah, of course, Sure, boss. I'll be right there. And Donna called me, booked me a flight. I went down there. He brought me into his office, and word for word, he sat me down. And I don't know if it's good news or bad news at this point, but I'm praying to God, and my fingers and my toes are crossed. It's good news. And he goes, I wanted to sit you down, talk to you face to face, and tell you so you know how serious I am. Word for word. And he dropped his voice just like that. And I'm thinking, oh, crap, it's bad. This is going to be bad news. I'm totally nervous at that point. And then he looks at me and he goes, how would you like to coach the next season of Ultimate Fighter? And he's all happy. And I'm just like, oh, my God. Of course, I freaked out and I was so excited. And he's like, hey, yeah, congratulations. And, unfortunately, Kat Zingano blew her knee out. And he just kind of filled me in on everything from there. But, you know what I mean? It was definitely one of the happiest moments in my life. I don't know. I can't really put words to it. It's all happened so fast. It hasn't even fully set in today. Hasn't even fully set in, even today. And when I walked out and I saw my team for the first time and I got to kind of coach them a little bit, it was like, is this really happening? And sure enough, I'm here and I'm stoked.
We're on the line right now, UFC Central, with Miesha Tate. You can follow Miesha online at Miesha Tate. That's Miesha Tate. Talk about your coaches. Who did you bring on as coach, or to help you assistant coach in this upcoming season?
Well, obviously Brian Caraway, my boyfriend and partner in crime. He's been my coach for the past 6.5 years, my whole fight career, and he's amazing on the ground. He's quite a practitioner. He's got solid wrestling, and he's tricky. He's a great coach. He breaks things down to a simple way that everybody can understand him, and I love that about him. Then I brought on Eric Chaligi. He's my strength and conditioning coach and my nutritionist. My thought kind of behind that was, we have women on this season, and they don't cut weight as well as men, and potentially having to make weight more than once. I really felt it was important, not only for the girls, but the guys too, to have someone that can answer their questions about nutrition, can help them with, personalized strength and conditioning programs. And a lot of athletes tend to overtrain and want to make sure that doesn't happen for anybody. One of our athletes did tell us, they felt that was a problem coming into the house. So, that was my thought behind that. I'm also going to bring in Ricky Lundell. He's a world champion in jiu-jitsu, just phenomenal. He's worked on a couple other seasons of The Ultimate Fighter, and him and I actually grappled together in the Worlds back in 2008. Went over to Switzerland and grappled together in the FILA World. So we got him. And then last but not least, we're bringing in Master Tong as our striking coach. And, and then possibly two other wrestling coaches, Jack Anderson and Shane Jamie, that are Shane Jamie, the two-time NCAA national champion, and he's also a 135er, so he can definitely get in there and mix it up with our team, besides relative. And, I think that's what we're doing.
Well, it's safe to say those on Team Miesha Tate will have some great coaching. We got 2 minutes to go before I got to head to a commercial. I want to ask you two quick questions. I'll fire them off right to you right now. Number one, what are you expecting from Ronda Rousey as you begin filming this new season? Because I've got a feeling she won't be afraid to get in your face, and the drama, there's going to be drama as is because they've got guys and girls on the same teams. So the second part of the question is, how do you plan on dealing with some of these athletes that are basically, once they get, knocked out of the competition, there might be some hijinks in the house, and obviously there's certain things that could take place between a male and a female that could ruin a fighter's career.
Yeah, I've already preached to them, that this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I was like, I don't want to have to be your parent. I don't want to have to tell you guys the right decisions from the wrong decisions. I was like, I want you guys to be smart and don't get carried away with the whole, reality show of things. Keep your eye on the prize. You guys are all here to be world champions, you know what I mean? And hopefully they take that to heart, and hopefully they listen and they keep a good, like I said, eye on the prize. As far as Ronda and I go, so far it's been all right, but I'm sure, there's going to be some moments where some drama is going to happen or whatnot. But as of right now, she seemed pretty cool towards me, and I've, been all right towards her. But obviously she has it out for Brian. I don't know what the deal is, but she just, she's just ribbing him in the public eye whenever she can. But as soon as she sees him, she's like, "What's up, homie?" She's like, I don't know if it's like a false nice or what. I'm assuming so, but she's never really the one to say something to your face. It kind of seems like, she kind of lets it, trickle down through the media. But I don't know what to expect, I really don't. I'm going to kind of wait and see and let her kind of make the first move because, I'm not really there to start, but if that's the way it's going to meant to be or the way it's going to go down, I'm just going to kind of have that filling out process at first, and we'll see what happens.
I really wish we had more time to discuss this, but we do have to run to a commercial. Thank you for joining us. First time you actually were on UFC Central Radio. You've been on UFC Central Television numerous times, but Miesha, thank you very much for joining us on short notice.
Of course. Thanks, Joe.
There you go. Miesha Tate. Follow Miesha on Twitter at Miesha Tate. And, of course, Roy Big Country Nelson. You can follow him via Twitter as well at Roy Nelson MMA. All right, coming up